Ever heard somebody say, start selling websites, bro, we're gonna get super rich? That's a lie. That's a lie. You can sell websites all day, nobody's gonna buy it from you. There's more qualified people already selling websites, and nobody's buying from them as well because websites are basically free. Then some people say, you should become a video editor. No. First of all, there's some niches that are super, super saturated. By saturated, I mean there's a lot of more qualified people that are already providing that service. So you're basically a beginner. If you provide the same service, the chances of you getting hired are 0.001%. I know my maths, okay? So that's why I have come up with a few niches, a few side hustles, a few services that you can offer that even as a beginner, they're in such high demand that even if you're a beginner, you know nothing about what you're doing, they'll still hire you because these services are actually needed. I'm a business owner myself, and I have seen how badly, I've been in the market for the last 3 years, okay? And I've seen how badly people need these services. And nobody even provides these services. Okay, some people do, but mostly don't. I used to provide these services and I got phenomenal results. Everybody wants these services. And if you started as a beginner, I guarantee you, in a few weeks, you'll get really rich because this is a service that everybody wants. These are all of the services that everybody wants, and people are ready to pay you for these services. So grab a pen and paper. We're gonna get rich. Okay, guys. So the first side hustle that I'm gonna tell you is run your own agency. Now, if you don't know what an agency means, it's basically I will provide you clients that are ready to pay you for your business, for whatever service that you provide. So basically, you'll go to other businesses and tell them that, hey, I will get you clients. I will run paid ads. I will do email marketing. I'll do whatever, but I will get you clients. And you have to pay me for that. And I will get you clients in turn that are ready to pay you for your services. Now, every business, this works so great because every business wants clients. Everybody wants clients ready to pay. And it's in high demand because if you open a business, any random business, what's the one thing that you want without which a business cannot run? Clients ready to pay. That's the exact point. And that is exactly what an agency brings them. That's why agencies are in such high demand. You can go into any random business. Let's take a life coach, right? Go to a random life coach. Tell them, hey, I will get you clients for your life coaching business. Those clients will pay you. And in turn, you will pay me because I bought you those paying clients. That is what an agency does. And agencies, the difference between appointment setters and agency is agency doesn't work on a pay-per-lead basis. So basically, agencies charge upfront payment. May it be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Even some agencies charge $14,000 to $15,000. But since I'm assuming that you're just starting out, I wouldn't suggest you do that. But you can definitely charge upfront thousands of dollars because you're an agency. And agencies don't just do cold outreach. What appointment setters do is they just do cold outreach. What agencies do is they run paid ads. They do email marketing. I think most of you know what paid ads are. You just pay to a platform and promote your services, run ads there. And email marketing is basically reach out to random people on email asking if they're interested in a service. And as soon as they're interested, you hop on a quick call with them. And then you ask them to pay you for that particular service. They pay you and you guys live happily ever after. Of course, it's not that easy, but that's a simple map on exactly what it means by email marketing. They run paid ads, they do email marketing, they use automated cold outreach. Cold outreach means reaching out to a random stranger. That's why it's called cold outreach. You don't know that person, and basically you haven't broken the ice. You're still cold yet. So yeah, you're just reaching out to a random stranger, asking them if they're interested in your service. So that's why it's called cold outreach. You're reaching out to random strangers, messaging them, emailing them or texting them if they're interested in your service. If they say yes, then that's a great cold outreach result. And if they say no, that's fine. You can just keep on trying. So basically, these are the main things that they do to get clients. And then an agency also qualifies those clients. So it runs several different things to get clients for another business. And you can do that. You can basically, there's a lot of courses on how to run paid ads, how to do email marketing. You just watch those courses for like 1 or 2 hours, and then you'll get a simple idea. And then the main part, you can just start reaching out to businesses on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, asking them if they want more clients. You can reach out to cleaning companies. You can reach out to pest control companies. You can reach out to any business, guys. Any business. It has nothing to do with what business they do. If they're a business and they have money coming in, you can just reach out to them asking if they want clients. And as soon as they say yes, if you've watched a few courses on how to run paid ads or how to do email marketing, You can try, but if they don't like the results for some reason, just give them their money back. Just do a money back guarantee. Okay, you don't like the results. Okay, I'm a beginner. Get your money back. That's actually best, because then they get no complaints, nothing lost on their side whatsoever, and nothing lost on your side. You just gain a lot of some experience. So that's why I would suggest that you run an agency. And an agency is great, guys. Running an agency is the best decision you can make if you want to start a business. Don't go to drop shipping. It requires your own investments. Don't do any of that, because it does require you to invest some money. Don't invest into crypto. You can always lose money. But if you're a beginner, I would suggest you run an agency. Now, let's get into the next model. I think most of you have guessed this one. This is appointment setting. And I know I talk a lot about appointment setting, but this is what made me my first 10 grand, guys. This is why it's so important. It is really undersaturated. Like, trust me, guys. You know, other services like website development or any other service you can take, most of those are the service providers trying to get clients. But appointment setting is so undersaturated that the people are just, the business owners that are looking for appointment setters are more in quantity than the actual appointment setters. So there's more people in need of the service than the service providers. That actually shows how willing are the people that are ready to pay for that particular service, because the service it's like a diamond, right? It's really valuable, and it's in really low quantity and in a really high demand. That's why I would suggest that you try appointment setting. Now, appointment setting, many people ask, what is appointment setting? Basically, it's the same as an agency, right? But the problem is that in appointment setting, you just do cold outreach. You don't try anything else, and you don't charge upfront. Appointment setting gets you paid either on commission, on paper, or pay-per lead. That's the difference between an agency and an appointment setting. So basically, what you can do is you can reach out to another business, ask them, hey, I saw you do life coaching, or I saw you are a pest control company. Do you want more clients for your particular service? Oh yeah, I want clients. Okay, great. I can bring you clients. I will bring you 50 clients, and I want you to pay me $100 per qualified client. And if they buy from you, I want a commission of 5%. Let's do this. And then you can reach out to other people asking if they're interested in the particular service of your client that is going to pay you $100 per lead. And if the other people on Facebook or LinkedIn that you're reaching out to, they're interested, you can just connect those people on a Zoom call with your client. And once they connect, your client can ask them to pay him. And as soon as your client gets paid, he will pay you as well. And everybody lives happily ever after. That is basically appointment setting. It's in such high demand. It's like a diamond. I cannot explain it, right? And it's not even that difficult. Website designing was difficult before, when you had to do the coding and everything. Now it's not that difficult. It's really easy. Basically, you can use Go High Level. It's really, really easy. So I can make it in like 10 minutes now. But there's a lot of other services like email marketing, running paid ads. They are really difficult, but in not that high demand. Or copywriting, that's also really difficult. But it's not in such high demand. Appointment setting is not even that difficult, and every single business owner wants it. Not all of them, but most people want it. So it's in such a high demand. So I would suggest that you try either an agency or an appointment setting, because they both are pretty similar. There's just a few differences. I would suggest that you first try appointment setting, and as soon as you succeed in appointment setting, you make, let's say, 1 grand, 2 grand, let's say 10 grand you make an appointment setting. You can switch to an agency, start your own agency. It requires some investments. So be prepared. You can lose some money. Now, let's move on to our next side hustle. This side hustle is called social media management. And my friend already does this, okay? So my friend is a social media manager. I am an appointment setter and an agency owner. And we live happily. We earn a lot. So that is why you should try social media management. So those of you who don't know what social media management is, it's basically that you go to a business, and what you do is you are their manager for managing, as the name suggests, all their social accounts, all of the content they post, the interactions of that brand with its customers, with its clients on social media. That is what you do. And it's really easy. You can just, upload some content, create some content, and then reply to the comments, and just make them have a good appearance on their social platforms. It's a little bit like a peer company, but there's still differences. So basically, it's really easy. It's not that difficult, and it is in high demand. It's not like website development that nobody wants your website, and you're just roaming around, hey, anybody wants this stupid website? Nobody wants it. There's nothing like that. Many people are willing to pay thousands of dollars on social media if you are convincing enough. This is really important, guys. You need to know the tactics of sales. You need to make such high promises that they cannot say no. It needs to be too good to be true. I will get you 100,000 followers in first 2 months. I will post daily. I will produce 60 videos daily, and I will get you 1 million views in this amount of time. And I will create such a great name for your brand that clients will start coming in, flowing in. Make all these promises, and you say, if I cannot fulfill them, I will give you all of your money back. So you're not lying. If you can't fulfill them, just give them their money back, and you'll learn a lesson. It's never failure, always a lesson. So that is why I would suggest that you try social media management. It's in high demand. Now let's move on to our fourth and final side hustle. Okay, so this side hustle is also, it's last, but it's in great demand. And this is in great demand because people have anxiety. People have anxiety, people don't want to get on calls, and that's why they hired you. Now, by getting on calls, I mean that let's say there's a business that they offer a service, right? I'm talking about closers. You can become a closer. Closers are in high demand. Now, if you don't know what closers is, most people know what closers is, but for those of you who don't know, you just hop onto a call with another client and convince them to buy the service of the person that you're working for, and then they will buy the service and you'll get a commission. That is basically closing. I'm still working as a closer. It's just I take a few calls. But basically what it means is, let's say you reach out to a random business that provides a service. Let's say you reach out to a business coach. And that business coach says that I want people to have calls with me, and you can take those calls. I got clients coming in that want calls with me, and basically you have to sell them this coaching program, and if they buy, I will give you 10% commission. So you're like, okay. So as soon as that business coach gets a client scheduled on a Zoom call, you just hop on that Zoom call, a video call, and you just explain to them exactly what that business coach does, what service you're going to provide. And as soon as that person says, okay, this sounds good, I'm ready to pay, then you just give the PayPal information or the bank information of the business coach that you're working for or any business owner that you're closing for. And you just provide that payment information. That client pays a specific business coach providing service or any business owner that you're working for. That client that you just went on call with pays that person that you're working for. And then you get a cut or a commission. That's it. That's just so simple. And you don't have to do any extra work to get the clients. No running paid ads, no Facebook messages, no cold outreach, no LinkedIn outreach, nothing like that. And you will just have to hop on calls. Now, many people, it's actually not difficult at all, but people have this anxiety of getting on video calls with random strangers. They just come up with excuses. I don't have time. But if you do video calls, it increases the closing rate. So many people are willing to pay you if you do video calls with them. That's why so many people need to hire someone to do video calls with their potential clients. And that's where you come in. So these are the 4 strategies that are in high demand. I have honestly memorized them by heart because I have tried every single one of them. So it's agency, appointment setting, social media manager, and closer. I'm currently an agency owner, an appointment setter, and a closer. I have quit social media management because other 3 services are slightly better, but you can also try social media management. It's not that bad. But if you're trying any other service and you're not getting clients, you better change your service then. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.